Hey, what's going on there, guys? Earthmaster here. Welcome to the new year, January 3rd, 2018, 7:42 p.m. here on the West Coast. And taking a look at the live earthquake data coming in right now. Fairly quiet, a little bit of activity. Some movement there near Mammoth Lake's Long Valley supervolcano in Southern California. Other than that, fairly quiet on the data scale right now. But definitely not quiet underneath the plates of the Pacific San Juan de Fuca plate, along with the North American plate over here, where these two meet and subduct. You got the Cascadia Subduction Zone, which is definitely very active right now, far as slow slip events that are currently underway. Now, this is definitely on a large scale basis, stretching from Victoria down through Portland, Southern Oregon, and into parts of Northern California. Definitely on a large scale. Like I say, it's been ongoing now for over 2 weeks. Even a little bit down there south of Redding in the Sacramento Valley region as well. But underneath all these maps here, this terrain, that's where the subduction is occurring. You got the North American plate over here, San Juan de Fuca plate along with the Pacific plate over here to the west, and where the two meet, you got the subducting area, and that's what's occurring right now, this slow slip events. And ultimately, you know, we can see earthquakes happen in the region, I guess, where the slow slip event is occurring. Now, up in Washington today, they had a little bit of earthquake activity, 3.9 and also a 2.7, both occurring within just a couple minutes of each other near Morton, Washington. Now, this here is a satellite view. You can see all the volcanic, snow-covered mountains, I guess, if you will. You can zoom in a little bit further and see exactly what's around the region there. You got a volcano, no doubt, within this area right here, and also another volcano right here too. If I remember right, this here is, I'm pretty sure I flew over that, Mount St. Helens there. That's what it looks like. Now, don't hold me exactly to, but I'm pretty sure that's Mount St. Helens there within the region. Because you can see the pretty recent lava magma flow there, and these earthquakes just occurring within about, far as the scale goes, maybe 15 kilometers at the most. So interesting activity. We'll have to check and see if Mount St. Helens or any of the other volcanoes up there are showing any kind of seismic activity. So I will check that after this video. But yeah, interesting activity, no doubt, within that region there. Also a little bit of activity in Northern California. Go down here and take you to that. 2.7 occurring near Oroville, California. Looks like it's just west of the dam. Of course, everyone knows we almost had a major catastrophe out here because of that Oroville Dam failure. It was actually the emergency spillway that happened to overflow and then erode, which almost caused some major panic. You got the city of Oroville down here with the dam in the region right there, and the overflow just there to the northwest. But this earthquake occurring 2.7 just within that region at a depth of 0.8 kilometers, so pretty shallow. Other than that, just your minor activity along the Southern California region. Nothing standing out at the moment. Worldwide activity. These are older earthquakes right here near the Fiji Islands region. Some pretty deep earthquakes there in the mid-4 range. But those have since quieted down, I guess. Definitely some activity just looking at this. Along the western Pacific over here. You can see 5.3, 4.3, numerous 5s up and down the western part of the Pacific Ring of Fire all within that line. I don't need to point it out to you guys, but you can definitely see that curvature there along those that plate line there. But pretty quiet for the most part along the eastern part of the Pacific Ring of Fire. A little 4.6 down here, but that's kind of an older earthquake. Did have some activity out there near the Mediterranean Sea region. A couple 4s kicking off there, and I believe there was a 5 a few days ago, but that has since dropped off the map right there. And aside from that, just pointing it out, most of the activity is occurring over there near, well, Japan region, Philippine Islands region. Yeah, definitely something to watch over there, as we're definitely seeing some buildup and activity that's looking quite interesting. We'll have to keep an eye on it for sure. Other than that, guys, we're waiting for some rain here in Northern California. Pretty quiet winter that we've had so far. We did not receive, well, any measurable precipitation here where I live in Northern California during the month of December. It was pretty dry. So we're waiting for some rainfall to catch us up. Should be coming in later tonight. And, yeah, hopefully we'll get a good drenching, but I doubt it. It is California, part of the desert Southwest, I guess. Anyway, guys, hopefully everyone is having a good New Year so far. Like I said, we're 3 days, almost 4 days into it. So far it's been, well, not the best for me, but I'm not going to complain. Who knows what the year has in store for us? Guess we'll have to wait and see. A lot of world politics and whatnot going on out there. Kind of scary, but we just got to take it day by day. Alright, guys, have a great night out there. If anything does happen to pop up, I will be up here and making a video. And if I see any more activity, any kind of larger uptick, I will bring back up the stream and keep that going. But for now, it's pretty quiet. But you never know. Alright, guys, have a good night.